RDLs. I love trap bars for RDLs. I feel like it's just the perfect position, especially if you tend to feel it more so in your back. So when training for hypertrophy, which is how I train, I like to stick between 3 to 5 sets. And for this movement, I am doing 4 sets and 10, 10, 8, 6, and I go up in weight each set. So to make the RDLs more glute biased, you want to make sure you're bending more at the knees and pushing your hips out. That puts a greater stretch on the glutes, so remember to hip hinge.
Ryan Little.
KAS glute bridges. So this is a smaller range of motion than a normal hip thrust. So overall there's less leg involvement, so it's mostly glutes working in this movement. We're doing 5 sets and going up in weight each set. So next we're doing V-squat step-ups. This is probably one of my favorite glute movements. I love the V-squat. So for this, we're driving through our heel, and I never fully let my foot touch the ground. I feel like it helps keep tension on my other leg.
Ryan Little.
So I have terrible balance, so I use the Smith machine for my deficit reverse lunges. I'm doing 4 sets of 10 reps. Again, I'm increasing the weight each set. So for lunges, to make it more glute biased, I like to lean slightly forward, and you want to remember to push through your heel when you come up. So for my finisher, our cable machine glute medius kickbacks. Remember, you are not crossing over for this movement. I'm doing 3 sets until failure. So you want to make sure you're kicking back at a diagonal, not just straight back.
a movement that you can feel working.
Don't wanna be strangers, let me feel like you know what to do. Leave your limitations, live and go against them. Just let go and start up something new. Tear down all your visions, go against the feeling. Make them fall like gravel to the floor. Only when the dust sets you start to regret all the things that you've been fighting for. Cause no one knows what's
My little seatbelt. Take one rest.
isn't that fulfilling? Let me help you out. Leave your love on me. Leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave the words you've spoken. Cause some dreams are meant to be broken. Leave your love on me. Leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave the words you've spoken.
So my first movement for today is the hip thrust. I can feel my glutes really well using the machine, so I use that. I also use a barbell as well, depending on whether I want to mix things up a little bit and where I am and what's available to me, but that's what I use today. I could really feel the glutes working. I tried to load it up a little bit too to get some time under tension, and it's a really good exercise to start your glute workout with. So, if you can, I'm going to do step ups now, but if you can find a box or anything to step up on, I would get something like this. As you can see, it's pretty low, and that would be normally fine, but I want to get some depth so I can really stretch the glute. So I'm going to flip it on its side just for more range of motion. So when it comes to building muscle, there is two really important things that I would encourage you to do. That is, make sure that you're getting enough protein in your diet, and also make sure that you are in a maintenance or a calorie surplus. For me, I sit in a maintenance, and I've been doing this really long term and doing this slowly to gain muscle. If you're someone that just wants to go for it and go hard, I would encourage you to go into a surplus. But either, whatever you decide to do, make sure that you are getting enough protein and calories in your diet to be able to heal the muscle and build the muscle. You know, there's no point doing the diet and then not putting in the work at the gym either. So the two have to work together. So make sure that you've got your nutrition and your training sorted and that they align. That was hard. Short girl.
Wake me from this dream I'm in. I need to get in close to
Maintenance or surplus. Steph's been in a maintenance which has caused the results to happen over a far longer period of time. That picture at the start of this video was 6 years difference, and she could have probably achieved that faster, but she would have had to have really been in a surplus of calories. The downfall of that would mean that she would have risked gaining a lot of excess, potentially unwanted weight. So that's the potential downfall of doing it quickly. It means that you have more risk. And then I guess the risk to reward ratio of what you preferred was
Some people don't care. They're like,
yeah, some people are happy to gain.
I can get rid of the fat afterwards anyway, that's fine. But for me, I want to be comfortable in my skin, so I would rather do it in a more healthy way where my cholesterol's not going up and then, you know, don't have insulin resistance and all that kind of thing.
I just wanna make you mine. I just wanna make you mine. I just wanna make you
Refill. Water's so fresh here. Water. How do the Americans say it? Water. Water is so fresh here.
So we're going to start off with front squats. I like front squats because it puts less pressure on my back. And as you guys know, I have scoliosis, so I have to be very mindful when doing squats because one wrong move and I could be out for a hot minute. So I like to go lighter weight on this movement. I do hip thrusts every leg day, whether it's quad or hamstring focused. I'm sticking between the 6 to 12 rep range and going up in weight each set, again focusing on progressive overload. I'm doing 5 sets for hip thrusts. Next, we're doing sumo deadlifts. I love this movement. I've been doing this movement for years, and I will continue to do this movement, even though it is not the most optimal for glute growth. It targets the adductors. I still love them, and I'm still going to do them. So we're doing 4 sets, again, 6 to 12 rep range, picking a weight that challenges us in that rep range. Next we have leg press. So to target the quads, you want to have them lower on the platform, and my feet should have been a little bit closer together to target the quads more so. And for this, we're going to be doing 4 sets. Make sure your seat is properly adjusted. I don't think this one was for me because I can't bring my knees as close as I normally can without my spine rotating. So just be careful with that. GMOOTD is all bow and tee. It's their Accelerate collection. I love this color. It is chef's kiss, and look at those quads. Ugh, love it. Next, we're going to be doing leg extensions, 3 sets, and doing as many reps as possible. And then we're going to superset it with single leg extensions. Again, 3 sets, as many reps as possible for each leg.